I don't really know this snake is, whoa, hello.
Holy moly, face to face.
Now I'm gonna let you go in there and put the camera up close. Solomon's a jerk. This is your egg, dude.
What is going on, Cuffaros? Welcome back to another video here out at Camp Canon's. Once again, I'm sure you see by the title and thumbnail, today we're gonna check up on the egg. The turtles that in my backyard, the two Malaysian box turtles in my backyard had an egg probably about half a month ago.
It's about 3 weeks now.
Yeah. And we're gonna take a checkup on the egg, but mainly what today's video is about is touring around Camp Canon. We did a tour a while back. It was like 20-something minutes long, but we're gonna redo it because you got some new stuff.
Yeah, we got
new snakes, new turtles, some new things, and we're gonna just pretty much retour the whole entire place. I hope you stay tuned. Hope you enjoy, and then we'll check up on the egg right after this. All right, Canon. So just get right at it.
All right, buddy. So your friend and mine, Jay Brewer, from good old Prehistoric Pets out there in California, when I was visiting him a couple months ago, I mentioned that I had good old Ethel, and Ethel is my female diamond python that I got from a good buddy. Now, diamond pythons are native to Australia, and they're called diamond pythons because look at that skin. Isn't that incredible?
I've never even seen one of those in my life.
They're so beautiful. They belong to a group, a genus of snakes called the Morelia, and you'll also find jungle carpet pythons, coastal carpet pythons, in that group of snakes. They're from Australia. But what's cool about the diamond python, beyond the fact that they're kind of hard to obtain here in the United States, is the fact that these guys can take cooler temps. They live in South Australia, not the state of South Australia, but they live in Southern Australia. So these guys can take cooler temps, which is great for me because, as you know, every once in a while we get a cold snap, and these guys are going to do great outside all year long. So now here's the deal. Got this snake a while back, okay?
That's the female, right?
This is a female, and recently, not too long ago, I got a snake from Jay Brewer, which is a male. I don't really know this snake is, whoa, hello.
He was ready.
Yeah, he was. And I love these snakes because they're so awesome at holding on and being semi-arboreal. They're found in trees and so on. So that was not too bad. So check it, man. So this guy is just awesome. It's so cool to have these snakes because, you know, a lot of people think snakes are boring, and that's because most people keep snakes in a fish tank or in some kind of plastic cage or tub. I don't really get an enjoyment out of that. I like to see snakes outdoors, and when I come over here to visit the diamond pythons, they're always moving about, or they're up in the tree, they're curled up, but this is just a very beautiful snake. So the whole purpose of Jay sending me the male is so we can breed these animals and hopefully offer some captive bred babies for sale here in the United States. Very, very cool snake though. I'm super excited to have these. Come on over this way, dude. Check it. I mean, this is just a cheap and easy thing to do. You know, get yourself some rocks, but I kind of hid the front, but look, it's just that drainage pipe.
Oh yeah.
So it's just hidden, but it's big enough for a snake to slither in, and they really enjoy hiding out in there. Because, you know, snakes don't want to be seen. That's why they have all those cryptic patterns and so on. And when I disturbed her, she's like, I'm beating it.
Look at the colors on those.
Isn't that cool? So now you know why they call them diamond pythons. So again, great snake. Pretty excited. Let me show you what else I've been up to.
Let me just forewarn you, you're gonna learn a lot. Wow, that's bright. You're going to learn a lot watching this video. So if you do want to learn about reptiles and a lot of other things that we're about to see, stay tuned. Be ready. And also, Kenon's channel will be linked in the description. I highly suggest checking that out. He has videos of building pretty much all of these and explaining all these animals individually. Check his channel out. It's in the link in the description.
All right, so I kind of had a no-show, right? Well, I'm going to make it up to you because let's go see Slinky. You guys have met Slinky before. Slinky is probably the most famous animal on my channel. And that's because he's a handsome dude. Oh, there he is, sunbathing right there. Let's go hang out with Slinks. You're not afraid of Slinky, right, Paul?
Nope, and I saw a video. Isn't there a female that you had with him?
Yeah, there is, and she's over in that other cage. Maybe we'll visit with her and you can just see her. But right now, it's all about Slinky Poo. Hey, buddy, I'm not wearing shoes, so I hope you're not hungry. Oh, boy, and here he is. Oh, it's taken me a lot of work to become buddies with this guy, and to the point where I can pick him up like that, right?
Holy moly, face to face.
Yeah, now, when I first got Slinky, he was very, very skittish. He was much smaller. As water monitors grow, this guy can get to be close to 8 foot long, so he's not done growing yet. In fact, you'll see he's shedding right now. But Slinky was more skittish, and he wasn't really sure of himself. Now that he's getting big, he knows that I'm not going to hurt him, and he also knows that he's a formidable opponent. He's somebody that can wreck you if he were to bite you. He's got those sharp claws, and don't forget this incredible tail, which he's about to show you why he's got it, because he can just swim with that beautiful tail. And that is just the most, I think it's the raddest thing ever, man. Like, I built this little pond for him. I got to talk to our friend at Aquascapes because I want to do some kind of filtration system for it, because right now I just am overflowing the water. So I know a guy named Ed Ballou. I'm shouting out Ed and Greg at Pond.
They were just here.
Oh man, we got to get those guys down here, but we'll bring them. It's easy to get them down to Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
We got to figure something out. But he's gonna just
out.
do his thing, and I love him, man. Really, really cool lizard.
Oh hi. Oh wow. Yes, I'm innocent. I swear. All right. Oh, wow.
Yeah, these are my 2 Cuban iguanas.
They're so sick.
They're awesome. Now, they've been having some lovers' quarrels right now. The female's a smaller one, but don't let the size fool you. She is tough. Just be careful. I'm just concerned about my toes, because even though these are herbivores, if they were to bite down on my toe, you're going to get a pretty nasty bite. Now, sometimes it's for breeding. Other times, like right now, it's like, hey, man, back up off me. This is my space. I'm the big dog here. So they're talking. Now, Lola. Oh, see, I just got freaked out by a little turtle. But Lola right here, if I pull her on up, she's good to me.
Look at the colors on her.
Isn't she amazing? And she's got such beautiful crest. Just a beautiful, beautiful lizard. She's really something else. But again, since these guys are kind of in like a bad mood, well, I don't.
They ever produce any eggs?
Yes, I've gotten eggs out of Lola before. And they're beautiful babies. I actually have some baby, rhino iguana eggs. And so, yeah, see, she's in a bad mood, but
yeah, they're all pissy right now.
Yeah, she knows it's me. Now, Guapo, I've never had an issue with, ever. Not once in my life. So he's just such a cool lizard. These guys are, like I said, Cuban iguanas. They were the largest lizards on their island. They're actually the largest land animals on their islands until goats, dogs, and cats came with the Europeans. The goats outcompete them for the same food, because they eat vegetation, and the dogs and cats eat them and the babies. So they're now an endangered species. Least endangered as far as all the Caribbean rock iguanas, but they're still a vulnerable species. Okay, so I built this cage a couple months ago because I had these monkey-tail skinks. I've had them for a while, and they just are such cool arboreal lizards that they deserved a cool enclosure. So I had some of this material hanging about, which is just this inch-by-inch square tubing and then the vinyl-coated wire. And I kind of attached it to this existing cage, and now we have the Solomon Island skink. Now I'm going to let you go in there and put the camera up close. Solomon's a jerk. He's super intense, man. Funny thing is, he's a herbivore, and again, like I said, just because you eat plants don't mean he ain't tough. These guys are definitely you know, able to defend themselves. Now, the reason these are special lizards is for you guys out there, you know, most of the time you're hanging around watching Paul, he's messing around with fish. But if you check out my channel, I'm messing around with reptiles. And these particular reptiles are called monkey tail skinks or Solomon Island skinks. And they call them monkey tail skinks because they got this crazy tail here that wraps around.
Oh, he's feisty.
Oh, he's feisty, all right. Now, I've been able to pick him up in the past, but I think maybe since he's gotten this new spot, he's not interested. But this tail right here will wrap all the way around. And up in here, if you poke up in here, you'll see his girlfriend, Diabla. Now, she nailed me. She bit me pretty good. She's cute, but I'm not putting my hand in there to get her out.
Yeah, you got some big old tortoises over here. And this is all just like tortoises, like throughout this whole entire yard. Oh, yeah. It's just a bunch of different little tiny, oh, spider web. You have these little gates that pretty much split off areas where all these different, are these leopard?
Yep.
Oh, I got it. All right, cool. I'm getting used to coming here, Canon.
Hey, man, no worries.
Look at the colors on that.
Isn't it awesome?
Awesome, little high hill.
That coloration is so that in the grasslands of Africa where they're from, they mimic the shade and light when you're looking down at the grass, so they can hide nicely in those shades. So it's really great camouflage. In fact, if you come over here, you might find some kind of hanging out in this Waxahachie grass. If I were to place this tortoise here,
yep,
you can kind of see how it breaks up.
Yeah, you barely can see it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So nature works.
Look at this guy. He's on his hind legs over here.
Dude, he's hitting them switches. He's got the hydraulics up. They love that. When it rains on them, they all go into a kind of trance. It feels good, so they stretch up. We just got a little sprinkle, but they stretch on up. I don't know what it is. I think it just feels good, and then it helps cool them off, perhaps. not 100% sure, but it's the funniest behavior. They just love kind of getting a little dousing of a rain shower. But hey man, speaking of endangered animals, the radiated tortoise, I got some radiated eggs inside cooling, which might be something interesting you guys want to learn about. And while we're in there, let's go look at your egg and see how it's developing. Come on.
Sounds good, let's get it. Oh, Kenan, you know they don't even know my pig is in there too right now.
Oh, they don't?
Yeah, I brought the pig.
Yeah, but Leo, do you like the pig?
The pig just peed on the carpet.
It peed on the carpet?
Peed on the carpet. Oh.
After you said it doesn't pee.
Lolo, what did you do? What did you do? You went pee on the brand new carpet? Come on.
Oh my gosh.
You got a pig roam in your house.
Yeah, too.
Oh, Lulu.
Alright. So, alright, well, no worries. So, okay, you guys have been in here before. It's one little Canon studio. We got the little ones running around. They can't help but get involved. So anyway, here's the deal. We're talking about radiated tortoises. Something special about radiated tortoises is they do what's called a diapause. Now, diapause, don't touch that. What diapause does is diapause is actually a suspended or a break in development of the egg. So what I have to do with the radiated tortoise eggs is I put them in this wine cooler because the wine cooler can keep them at a cooler temperature. So you cool radiated tortoise eggs down for about 1 month in the 60s. Then you put them in the incubator, okay, to actually incubate. So it's a little weird. Some eggs you can throw right into the incubator. They don't need a diapause at all. Other eggs need that kind of cooling down in order to start development. Scientists think maybe the reason for that is because when the eggs are laid, may not be, if they were just left to develop, they may hatch at a time when there's not enough food for the hatchlings. So they take a break and then hatch when the weather is good and when the timing is right for the hatchling. Now, this is your egg, dude. So far, so good. I'm going to be gentle with it right here.
How many more days you thinking?
This thing's got about another month and a week before it actually pops out. But here's how we know the egg is good. You see the white band in the middle? Can you guys see that? It's kind of darker on my index finger and it's darker where my thumb is.
You can see it's like a stripe.
That's right. That means the egg is fertile and it's developing. Now, if it was nighttime and we could shut off all the lights, we could take an iPhone flashlight and hold it up and you might be able to see veins in this egg, but it's not night, we can't do that, and I don't want to risk rattling this little dude around. But the egg is doing well. I'm excited, man. So many people have been asking about the egg on my channel, but hey, it's your egg, your channel.
That's good. Send them on over. Check it out. Check it out.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. We're sharing our info.
Yeah, it's awesome. I appreciate you helping out with this egg.
There it is.
Oh, it is warm.
Isn't it warm?
That's
yeah, so I want to put this back on. You see it's got droplets there. That's the humidity gathering. Because even though they have a hard shell, this particular turtle egg does need a higher humidity in order for that embryo to develop. So we're going to put it right back and let it do its thing. And these were 2 eggs that are no good. You can tell because they stink and they began to crack. Sadly though, they're radiated tortoise eggs, the ones we were just discussing. Those guys don't have a high fertility, which is part of the reason, in addition to their really beautiful shells, why they are an endangered species. So I'm going to dispose of the eggs. That's all I got for you, Paul. I hope you had fun.
That was awesome.
Awesome.
And our egg is Gucci. That is gonna do for today's video, y'all. I'm heading out of Canon's right now, and the pig's right behind me. We brought along Lulu for this trip. We'll probably take her next time too. The kids really did love her. Today's positive comment shout out going to Harvey. I wait every day for your videos. Seriously, please never stop. Harvey, I'm not stopping anytime soon. All I ask is for y'all to hit that subscribe button down below. It's free, just hit it. And then after you do so, hit the bell, and you'll be notified every time I do upload.